As inflation continues to rise, things continue to get worse. And of course, the movie theaters and this whole industry continues to increase their prices. Streaming is and will be the future because everything is going to go online. It's already happening with events. It's happening with the gaming industry. It's happening with Netflix and all these movies that are right now on so many streaming services. I get it. A lot of people don't like that idea and they don't agree with it. And I 100% feel the same way. I don't like that either. But we have to accept that the future is what it is. And it's cheaper, it's faster, and let's face it, we've all become more lazier. And the lazier we get, all of these things go skyrocket and they continue to grow. The same thing happens with food because we've gotten so lazy that we don't want to go out to restaurants to eat anymore. We rather Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever application you're using for them to bring the food to you. Something that's cheap. With the app, it becomes even more expensive. Why? At the cost of laziness. And this is the future. As always, if you like the content, hit that subscribe and let's get into it. All right, so look, the movie theater right now and this whole industry when it comes to movies is also feeling the hurt. Why? Because they have to jack up the prices. Popcorn is expensive. Sodas are expensive. The material are expensive. Everything is going up. And then when you have certain spots to go see it, locally where I'm at, you have to pay for parking. Yep, it's that ridiculous. And then on top of that, the movie ticket. These movies, depending on what area you're in, are very expensive. And if you want to watch it in like IMAX, it's even double or sometimes triple the cost. And of course, these theaters want to make their money off of selling food, selling drinks, and the movie tickets. Because remember, in the end, they have to give a percentage to the studios, and then they cut them a check so they can get their percentage because, you know, they're putting in their theater that movie's for it to be viewed. So when it all comes down to it, it's always about money and it's about numbers and stuff like that. And the numbers don't lie. And clearly you can see how this industry is being shaken each time more and more. And it affects the industry. And then you have streaming where everybody is much more comfortable. I'm one of them, watching movies online because it's just more convenient. You know, it's cheaper, it's faster. But then again, it gets overwhelming because you have so many streaming services. You have Paramount, Hulu, Disney, HBO, you have Netflix, and the list continues. It all adds up. So when you look at it, regardless, you're still spending money. And overall, it also hurts. But like I said, I don't support this whole thing with everything being online. But it is the future and we have to accept it and try to get comfortable with it. And it's just the signs of the times that we're entering more into the future. As a lot of physical content continues to slowly fade away, because in due time it will fade away 100%. You might have some small companies that are going to still put physical, but when you have Sony putting out PlayStation 5, 2 versions, the disc and one without the disc, it's just them telling you, we're preparing you for the future because we're going to go with everything that's digital. And of course, they make more money because they can sell you accessories and hard drives and all that stuff just to tax you a little bit more. Same thing is going to happen with the movies. And you're seeing it right now. You get certain movies on certain streaming services and then they can remove the content. But it's just what it is, you know. And then the same thing happens with the gaming industry. But in the end, it's bound to happen. I don't want it to happen, but we just have to adapt to what it is when it comes to it. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Drop your comments, hit that subscribe, and until next time.